All right, everybody, we're live right here on the corner of Alameda and Wheeler, and I'm sitting right here at Peggy Park. You know, a little history about Peggy Park. Peggy Park is the wife of Henry Frederick McGregor. And first, you want to know who Henry Frederick McGregor is? He was the one who built and made and donated the land for McGregor Park. He also donated the land for South McGregor and North McGregor. But today we're talking about black history. Because right now, this historical mark right here in the 4200 block of Alameda is where history all started for blacks in 1957 when they gave Johnston, the school in the back of me, they gave it to blacks. There once was a Jewish school and a white school. They gave it to blacks because blacks were moving over here in this area so fast and so rapidly. And right down the street there in the 4200 block of Alameda was the great sit-in. That means Weingarten did not allow blacks to sit at the lunch counter. And the Texas Southern students came over here and integrated the lunch counter at Weingarten right here in 1958. Now, right now, and in 57, they gave us blacks in 3rd Ward, our first junior high school, which they call middle school today. And it was called William E. Miller. Mr. William E. Miller was once a principal at Colored High School. But right now, we're talking about the history of how these young black politicians have came and twisted everything around and don't even know the shoulders that they riding on. And I'm coming to you to let you know that if I could see Dr. Comer, Dr. John B. Comer, also Mr. McHannon, and Judson Robinson Sr. and Jr., and all the black leaders we had, could see how these young black politicians have came in and destroyed what they once tried to build, which was a black coalition. And I say this because I'm hurt. It's hurting to see these young black politicians don't even know the history of where the hell they came from as far as the history of black politicians. And to see that they have came in and just destroyed and acted a plumb fool, taking up signs, getting a job buying these $1 million homes. That wasn't what it was supposed to be when Dr. Coleman and Justin Robinson and also Mr. McHannon and all the black ministers. See, we had black ministers. You ain't got no black ministers today. All they concerned about is money. You don't have the kind of black ministers like you had with Reverend Stanley Branch, Reverend M.M. Malone, Reverend Everett, Reverend Price, Reverend Scott, Reverend Moore. We're talking about on the south side. Reverend M.M. Malone. You don't have them kind of ministers today. Those ministers cared about the black community. All these ministers and these politicians are concerned about is greasing their goddamn hands. They go out and pick up signs and they never talk about what the hell they gonna do. They always talking about other people taking up signs, destroying other blacks. Just like the old saying say, we like a bunch of crabs in the bucket. All we doing is bringing each other down. And then when we do support one, they go out there and buy these $1 million homes, pay $8,000 a month for a house note, all this old crazy stuff, man. And the black community is suffering. I'd like to say thank you, Facebook family, for all the prayers that you give me every morning when I go out on the road and pick up people to take them back and forward to their jobs, schools, hospitals, their appointments to their dialysis, going to the airport, because driving these streets and these highways here in Houston you need prayers because there's a bunch of people that's selfish drivers out here. But I'd like to say thank y'all so much for all the prayers and all the support that y'all give me here on social media and Facebook and on YouTube. And as I say this about these black politicians, you know, it's sad to see what Dr. Coleman, Mr. McHanna, Judson Robinson Jr., Judson Robinson Sr., and also Mr. Ernest McGowan on the north side, and Reverend Jackson on the north side over at Pleasant Grove, Reverend Leo Daniels on the north side over there at Jerusalem, and over here on the south side, Reverend Everett over at Jerusalem Missionary Baptist Church, and also Reverend Stanley Branch over there at Fort Missionary, Reverend Price, also Reverend Moore out there at St. Agnes, Mr. Zaliskills Sr. over there at Jordan Grove. See, all of these people cared about the black community. We don't have them no more. We do not have that kind of leadership no more from the bottom. So if you ain't got the bottom right, how in the hell you expect the top to be right? You know, only time them politicians go around these churches and come in this community when it's time to vote. Let's be honest. When do you see these politicians coming? I'm not going to name no name. They know who they are. We know who they are. And I like to thank Gary Monroe, because Gary Monroe ain't scared to tell it like it is. Thank you, Mr. Gary Monroe. Thank you, Mr. Gary Monroe. And don't stop. Keep pushing it, Gary. And I'll be behind you all the way, young brother. Thank you for letting people know how these politicians are acting when they get in office. So hopefully, us black community won't get fooled with that okie dokie they doing. Let us know about it, Gary. Thank you so much, Facebook family. Thank you so much. All your support here on social media. I love y'all, man. And whatever you do, go out and vote. And most of all, look at these candidates. Like a man said the other day, they talk about every goddamn body except themselves. All they want to do is go to school, get a law degree, be able to pass the bar, and once they pass the bar, get them a little law firm, and then they go on to start to stealing. Because they being politicians, they ain't going in there thinking about you. They ain't thinking about me. All they thinking about is themselves. That's why when they leave this goddamn plant, they ain't gonna have a goddamn thing with them. They ain't gonna take shit with them. You come here with nothing. For all of you black stealing politicians and all you hypocrite pastors, you come here with nothing. God damn it, you gonna leave here with nothing. Listen to it, share it. Cause I'm pissed off. Because this ain't the way the ministers and the black ministers tried to lay this foundation down for y'all. This ain't the way the black politicians in the past tried to lay this foundation for y'all, because we didn't have black politicians when I was coming up. But we had black people who opened the door for black politicians. And this is the kind of garbage you are feeding them up in heaven. Come on. And I think about some of the black politicians that actually knew and know where we have came from, black political power, and you always see them around. I don't care what they doing. Sylvester Turner, Mayor Turner, you the man. I don't care what they say. Like you said, at the end of the day, you still our mayor. And I'm proud of you, man. I know Floyd Williams in Acres Home, and everybody in Acres Home is proud of you. Me from 3rd Ward, I know about Aldine Carver, where it wasn't integration out there in Acres Home. Acres Home wasn't even part of Houston city limits. They had outhouses. I'm talking about in the 60s. And to see you come along to be the mayor of our city. And you know what? A thing about Sylvester Turner, our mayor, I don't give a damn what's going on. That man gonna come. It don't have to be an election year for him and Sheila Jackson Lee to come around the community. I don't care what other people say or what they ain't doing. I don't know about all that. But on what I do know, every time you call up on Sheila Jackson Lee, and every time you call up on Mayor Sylvester Turner, they're always on there. They on social media, they everywhere. Thank y'all. Because see, those two people, I know without a doubt, they know how far black politicians have came. They know how hard it was to get those districts so the blacks could be elected to them positions, such as Rodney Ellis. No, he ain't nowhere close to a Franco Lee. Yeah, I love the boy. He come out of Worthing. But let's face it, facts are facts. But I'm not telling you not to vote for him because he's a good guy. But he ain't a L. Franco Lee. We all know that. He even know that his god doggone self. Thank y'all so much. God bless y'all.